Hi guys, we have looked at transformers in previous lessons. Now let us look at one of the earliest forms of transformers. These are called induction coils. Induction coils are electrical devices capable of producing a high voltage pulse from low voltages. A pulse is a short burst of something. For instance, if you connect a hose to a tap and open the tap so that water can flow through the hose with high pressure, and close the other end of the hose with your hand. If you release your hand and close it back very quickly, a burst of water will be released. This burst of water can be called a pulse. Similarly, induction coils are used to produce a continuous burst or pulse of very high voltage from low voltages. Just like in the transformer, the induction coil consists of a soft iron core with two sets of coils, separated by an insulator and wound around an iron core. One of the coils has a lower number of turns than the other. In induction coils, the coil that has the lower number of turns is called the primary coil. The coil with a higher number of turns is called the secondary coil. The primary coil is usually connected to an electric power source, usually a direct current, and this creates a magnetic field that induces a current in the secondary coil. Now, can you recall what we said such a transformer is called? Yes, this looks like a step-up transformer. And why is it a step-up transformer? Because the coil with the lower number of turns is the one that is connected to the electric power source. In other words, induction coils are step-up transformers. Induction coils can produce sparks at their terminals. This is because of the very high voltage produced and the closeness of its terminals. This is the reason some texts refer to it as a spark coil. Induction coils were earlier used to produce the first radio transmitters, called spark gap transmitters. Induction coils were also used as a source of high voltage in X-ray tubes. X-ray tube devices are used to produce X-rays. In X-ray tubes, electrons are emitted by hot cathodes and made to travel at very high velocities so that they can collide with the metal anode to produce X-rays. A very high voltage is required to accelerate the electrons, and induction coils were used to produce this very high voltage. Induction coils are commonly used as ignition coils or plugs in cars. These are usually connected to the spark plugs in the engine. The ignition coils produce very high voltages from the low voltage of the car batteries. This creates a spark in the engine that creates combustion in the engine. So we shall discuss how this high voltage can be produced from a low voltage in an induction coil in the next lesson. See you there.